Hurricane Harvey has wrecked Texas, and seeing some of the images coming out of the area, I know a lot of people are going to want to help those suffering in the aftermath. Some are going to want to go down there and make what difference they can, and some people, I'm sure, are already planning food drives and clothes drives and collecting toiletries and things like that. And if you are one of those people, if you have the ability to, stop what you're doing and just send money. I know that seems cold, so let me introduce myself. I'm Jonathan Soboleski. I was on the Mississippi coast during Hurricane Katrina and spent the next 10 years covering the aftermath of that storm for a local news station. After the storm passes, there are going to be a lot of people who are newly homeless, as well as an army of disaster relief workers, construction crews, and power company workers rushing to the area, and you going down there is just going to take a hotel room away from somebody who needs it. So save the trip and give money to the American Red Cross, who in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina provided vouchers for displaced people to stay in hotel rooms until they could figure out what's next. For some reason, after Katrina, a bunch of people got it in their heads that they needed to do clothing drives or donate things like soap and shampoo. This stuff requires somebody to sort through it, and somebody to drive it down and deliver it, and that also eats up a hotel room or a spot in a shelter. And I hate to say it, but most of it all ends up in the trash. If you don't see an organization in Texas specifically asking for a thing, don't send it. Just send money. After the floodwaters dry up, there are going to be a lot of people who don't have jobs and a lot of companies that can't produce paychecks. So giving to organizations like the Red Cross, who cut checks to disaster victims to hold them over, is going to make a big difference. Now, I've mentioned the Red Cross a lot because that organization is basically the second line of defense after the government in times of disaster, but there are other organizations. Local food banks and the local United Way could use some help. Local humane societies are also going to need some cash. You don't think about it, but after disasters, there are a lot of animals left homeless to wander the streets, and somebody needs to wrangle them. In the description of this video, you'll see a link to an article with a list of websites you can donate to. Now, if you can't donate a lot of money, and that's why you were going to donate your old t-shirts, just donate a little bit of money. Right now, there are a lot of companies that are matching donations, so your $5 can easily turn into $10. There will be a time when out-of-town volunteers are needed in Texas, but it's not right now. So rushing down there with a tool belt and a giving spirit is just going to make you another problem that has to be dealt with. So if you desperately want to help right now, you can by sending money. I'm Jonathan Soboleski for Reckon.